Yo, what's going on everybody? This is Brendan back again with part 2 of my red footage post-production series. Part 2 out of 2, this is going to be the last one. In my first video, if you haven't seen it, a link will be in the description below, but basically the whole reason I made it was to show how easy it is to edit red footage. And in that video, I pretty much just talked about how editing red footage is a lot less intimidating than it might seem for somebody who's never done it. In this video, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth and talk a little bit more about the RAW codec in and of itself and how to adjust the RAW settings of your RAW red footage in Adobe Premiere itself. So that's what this whole episode is going to be. It'll be a short episode. I just want to show you guys how to do it, how to get access to it. Maybe I'll show you a quick color grade of this one clip that I've pulled up. All right, so let's get to it. This clip that I have right here, I have just a simple timeline of some clips that I brought in from a music video I shot about a week ago in New York. So as you can see, I can scrub through this clip and it'll show me this clip in real time. I can play it back. It'll play it back in real time. No problems whatsoever. So if I highlight this clip and I go over to my effects control panel, which I have on the left here, this is also, your source monitor, and I also keep my effects controls over here. I have audio controls over here. There's a bunch of different stuff. But if you bring up your effects controls, when you initially click on this clip, it'll bring up the basic video effects sort of tab where, say, if I go to my effects menu here and I wanted to add a transform effect or something like that, and I clicked and dragged that onto this clip, that's where it would show up. So that's where we're at right here in this window. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't need it. But when you have a red RAW video clip and you click on that, you get additional options here in this effects controls tab. If you notice up here where it says sequence 1 and then it shows the file name, if you go over to the left, it actually shows master, star, and then the file name. If I click on that, you'll see it opens up a new tab that says red source settings. And if I open this up, you'll see it gives me all of the red raw metadata that was recorded in camera. So you'll see things you have here such as white balance in Kelvin and in tint, which you can adjust the actual metadata of. You have color settings such as the color space, the gamma curve. The ISO can be adjusted on the fly. So for instance, say I was filming inside and I had my Kelvin set to 3200. And then I went outside and forgot to adjust that Kelvin to daylight balance, and you see it made the image really blue there. Then in post, it doesn't really matter at all, because in post, I can come over, I can click this, I can adjust it to whatever color temperature I want, hit enter, and it brings it back. And that's all in the raw metadata. Now we have some color settings over here, so the main two things that I really mess with, I don't really adjust color version or color space. I kind of leave those where they're at version 2 and Dragon Color 2. I do adjust the gamma curve and the ISO. So I tend to naturally shoot stuff in red log film, or I shoot in Rec 709, which you'll see adjusts the image here, or sometimes I like to shoot in red gamma 4, which is sort of a Rec 709 equivalent. The reason I do this is mainly for the director and producers who are on set, who are looking back at the footage on the director monitor or right on the camera monitor. They might be looking at this flat color profile, the actual log footage, and see how flat that is. To their eye, they might be really confused why that looks so flat and why there's such little contrast there. So as you can see, getting access to and editing the raw metadata in Premiere is really, really easy. And there's just so much information that you have access to, and this is such a powerful tool. So yeah, I hope this video was informative. I hope it helped you guys out. If it did, let me know. If it didn't, if you have any other questions, also let me know. I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you guys soon.